Hey guys, what's up? It's Rygar the Destroyer, and today we're going to be taking a look at the 12-inch Master Chief. I unfortunately don't have the package because I picked this guy up used, and so we're not going to have the package to look at today. So let's go ahead and jump into the review. He stands exactly 12 inches tall as advertised, and he does come with two accessories. The first one is the assault rifle, and it is painted very nicely, I guess. And it's got a peg that you can put onto his back. And I think they did a really nice job with this assault rifle. And it does fit into his hands, so that's good. The other accessory I unfortunately don't have. It was a grenade, like the smaller figures that came out during Halo 3. It was a grenade and it had a peg in the grenade that you could attach onto the holes in his belt. And this particular figure has a hole in the left hand that you can place the grenade in. So let's go ahead and talk about his articulation here. In the head, he has a double ball peg that gives him a really great range of motion. You can lean his head side to side and everything. He's got, I think they're swivel in the shoulder, and then there's like a hinge joint on top of it. Yeah, so you do get pretty good range of motion there. And one advantage of having the articulation kind of segmented like that is you get sculpted joints. So this up here is the base that the hinge and the swivel, but it is all sculpted, so that looks really nice. He's got a hinge in the elbow and then a swivel on both sides, so you get a swivel in the bicep and in the forearm. In the hand, you've got a simple ball peg, so not the greatest range of motion there, but it does swivel. In the chest, he's got, it's kind of stiff, feels like a ball peg, but it doesn't, maybe mine's just stuck, but doesn't give him really that much range of motion. In the hips, he's got a swivel and then a hinge on the outside of that again. Mine are a little bit loose, but that's just because I bought mine used. He's got hinged knees that give him a pretty good range of motion, and then they do swivel, of course. Then in the ankle, he's got a hinge and a swivel again. The swivel is in the shin and in the foot. And then he's got a hinged toe, and I don't believe that, or it does swivel actually. So this guy's loaded with articulation, and the sculpting is just amazing. On top of that, the paint work is really amazing. They did some type of wash over the entire figure that fills in all of the cracks with black paint, and then they did like a gold dry brush over it. And normally I wouldn't think to put a gold dry brush over an olive figure or an olive green figure, but it really does look amazing. So I'm glad they did that. And on top of that, they have probably one of the coolest visors I've seen on any McFarlane Halo figure. Really well done for the visor. Oh, I accidentally forgot. One of his hands, his right hand, does actually have a whole bunch of articulation on it. This is one problem that people have with this figure, and that is the hand doesn't look quite as nice as I think this one does. So we'll go ahead and go through the articulation here. He's at the base of the thumb, he's got a ball peg that lets it move around, and then on top of that, there's a hinge, the tip of the finger, and you can swivel that, of course. There's a swivel at the base of the pointer finger, and then there's a hinge. Well, I guess it's pretty much the same for the rest of the fingers. So there's a swivel at the base and then a hinge. Technically it does work, and the idea is really cool, but in practice it doesn't work as nicely as I think it should. I wish they had just gone with a sculpted hand, but this is fine. Once you get it posed, you don't really notice. So overall, I would say if you can pick this guy up for a good price, He's definitely worth it. I mean, he's not perfect by any means, but he is really cool. So, like I said, if you see him for a good price, I would pick him up. If you have any comments or questions about this guy, just leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll see you later.